Alright, what's up guys, it's Chaos here, and today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Obviously we are discussing the beta, which has not recently been released, but obviously it was released around, I think it was Friday, and basically I haven't been able to play a bunch of it, which basically means I haven't been able to make a lot of videos on it. But hey, this is what you're getting. So basically this is going to be my opinion on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. As for most of you will probably know, the popular opinion for this game is it's not that good, and to be honest I have to completely disagree with that. Not 100%, but I'm going to disagree with it, and in this video I'm basically going to be discussing what my thoughts on this game are. So obviously we're going to start with the pros and what's good about this game. Well, obviously the first thing that you instantly notice about this game is that the jetpacks and the speed of the game is completely slowed down. Now this is a great thing because Black Ops 3 was considered a little too fast with the jetpacks. You were able to get from one side of the map to the other too damn quickly. That's not the case in this game because obviously the jetpacks have been slowed down absolutely insanely, and basically it's very difficult to abuse the movement, and you see that a lot in the gameplay. Is that there's very few times that jumping would have actually benefited me. Obviously head glitches and that, jumping and jetpacks will obviously counter that, but just standard gameplay of just walking around, it's not that bad, and to be honest it does give a bit more of a nostalgic feel to the whole Call of Duty Ghosts type thing. Another pro of this thing, though, is obviously the guns. I really like the guns. Although they may kill way too quickly, they're actually really satisfying to use. And what I mean by that is, like, back in Ghost, using things like the MTAR, it was, like, so satisfying to get a kill. It actually felt, like, hard-earned and well rewarded. And I kind of feel like this is the case for this game, because every time I get a kill, I feel like I like that kill. That was good. I enjoyed that. And the thing is that it makes the gameplay so much more enjoyable. It makes the game entertaining to play. Unlike Black Ops 3, where just everyone's running around with VMPs and it's just an absolutely awful experience because it's really boring and it's very hard to get into. Now, obviously, this is going to these feelings of like, oh, so they're good guns and it's very entertaining. That obviously comes with it being a new game, and that's obviously something I'm very, very aware of. Obviously, as the game has progressed, once the full game is actually out and people are playing it constantly, that opinion is probably going to alter. But for the time being, I am really enjoying the gameplay right now, and it obviously is kind of entertaining. But the thing with Infinite Warfare is that although it has some pros, it does have a fair amount of cons, and this sort of connects to a summary that I made on pretty much the first day of I played this game. And the summary is, it's a good game, but it has an awful amount of work to make it a really good game. I do not think that Infinite Warfare will be the revolution for Call of Duty that will bring it back to, one of the best FPS titles there have been, but it's getting there. It's not a bad game. It's actually pretty decent. It's still got a lot of problems, and that's what I'm going to be discussing here. So, the cons. Well, obviously I've already mentioned one of them being the game kills too quickly. The guns are way too powerful. The guns shoot too quickly and with too much strength in the bullets. It just makes it, like, not impossible to rush, but it makes it a lot more difficult to do that, because if you just run straight through the map, the chances are you will be caught out really quickly and you will be taken down almost instantly. But the problem is that the difference between using an AR and a sub is much greater than you think. What I mean by this is, if you're using a sub, you're most likely going to do well, and the simple reason for that is because the maps are, there's no other ways of putting it, too damn small. The maps are legit tiny. The ability to use an AR, I'm using an AR in this gameplay, and you'll see me like locking down the middle area, try to hold down B, but every time I get pushed with a sub, I get super weak super quickly, and there's nothing I can do about it because the AR is just not powerful enough to counter the sub. And the simple reason is because they have a sub and it's such a small map. It's so easy to rush, it's so easy to get into people's faces. And I think that kind of ruins the gameplay in a sense, because it's very difficult for me, who really enjoys playing a lot slower, more to the tempo of like a Call of Duty Ghost. We're trying not to use a jetpack like jumping around the map, wall running from wall to wall. I'm not that kind of player. I'm the kind of player that will use an AR and slowly progress up the map and gain control. That's one of the good things about it's one of the qualities as a player. But obviously, with the whole tempo of the subs, it's very difficult for me to do that, and it forces me to go play as a sub, and yeah, that kind of falls into the category of annoying. But one of the bigger things that a lot of people aren't really bringing up, and it's something I am noticing very often basically, is the lack of ammo. I find that I run out of ammo really quickly, like seriously, properly quickly. I will be sitting around, you know, not sitting around, sort of moving around and, you know, killing a bunch of people, and then all of a sudden I've got no ammo left, and it's like I've only gone through 6 or 7 kills, and it kind of relies on a little bit of like a scavenger perk that's needed, and I think that's kind of a poor thing, a poor quality for the game to have, because it means that going on long kill streaks almost is impossible without picking up another gun, and you absolutely have to have scavenger if you're going to go for the nuclears or just the nukes even, which is a little bit disappointing. But you know, if they were to bring down the tempo of how quickly the bullets fire, or maybe the bullets that how quickly they fire, the fire rate on the game, I don't think it would be too bad, but it's still a big issue. But in terms of the vibrant colors and the actual graphics itself, I don't think there's much to complain about. I think it very much feels like Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 3, and if like the two of them were to be put together in like a fusion polymerization thing, I think that would probably come out to be, oh, I just touched the mic, that would probably come out to be Infinite Warfare. And the thing is that that's not a bad thing, because Infinite Warfare is actually a pretty good game, and for the first time in a very long time, I've actually enjoyed public matches. Usually in public matches, every time I die, I'd rage quit, and I'd get annoyed, and that would reflect on any party chat that I was in. But, it's not like that in this game. Every time I die, I feel like, okay, that was fine. I'll just move on. I don't feel like, you know, I'm playing really bad, or I was missing so many shots. I actually don't feel like. I could go to the bottom of the leaderboard, but still, like, enjoy myself. And that's a rare quality to have. Maybe that's because Black Ops 3 is so dead, and maybe it's because I'm not enjoying it that much, but I still obviously like the Call of Duty franchise. So obviously my opinion is going to kind of be biased in sort of the good sense. But overall, this game isn't that bad. You guys need to stop judging it so strongly, because the thing is that people will compare this to Black Ops 2, Ghosts, not Infinite Warfare, that's what we're talking about. Advanced Warfare, that's better. Black Ops 3. But the thing is that this game plays to a completely different tempo to any of those games. I mean, if you were to compare this game to, say, Black Ops 2, a lot of people would say Black Ops 2 is better because of the jetpacks and stuff like that. But the thing is that they're completely two different games. The jetpacking means you can only compare it to Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. And in my opinion, Infinite Warfare is infinitely better than both of those put together, because Black Ops 3 is dead, Advanced Warfare was just too damn quick, and it was just, this gameplay is it's enjoyable to play. It doesn't feel like it's a chore, which makes me think, will competitive be like that? Well, that's for another video, because competitive obviously is a completely different question. This is completely ignoring all pubs, all gunslaying and that, and it all depends on the objectives and the game modes that are provided. And obviously one of the big things is that, of course, there might be hardpoint, there could be uplink, there should be CTF. The only thing I'll say about competitive is that they need to change the game modes. They need to bring in something good and something enjoyable and new to the competitive scene. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I do apologize for the lack of uploads. I have actually started a new job, and it's been very difficult for me to upload videos and get gameplays, but that will all change very soon. I'm not going to say when, because obviously I'll just lie to you all. My name is Chaos, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.